Good morning, Facebook family and friends and YouTube subscribers. Today is Monday. It is March the 16th, 2015. Over the weekend, I don't know if you all saw the news reporting out about late last week, the Reverend Creflo Dollar requested members or people who support his church he asked for over 200,000 members to donate $300 each to total $65 million so he can purchase a $65 million jet. Now, that's a lot of money. Reverend Creflo Dollar's church is located on Old National Highway in College Park here and that's a suburb of Atlanta, Georgia, not too far from the Hartsfield International Airport. He built the church in a community that has gone through some very difficult times. It was once a strong middle-class neighborhood that has kind of fallen into great poverty. A lot of issues along Old National Highway, particularly not far from where his church is located. You're talking about thousands and thousands of poor, poverty-stricken people living miserable lives along Old National Highway. It is a rough area with a lot of crime and issues. He built that church, spending millions of dollars to build a mega church in the middle of what used to be an old Kmart. That was an old Kmart store when I first moved to Atlanta. Old National Highway has had some serious issues with crime, murders, rapes, assaults, all up and down that street. It's a rough spot. Matter of fact, they're now turning an old Longhorn Steakhouse, I believe, into a police department in an attempt to try to clean that area up. So in the midst of all this, Reverend Creflo Dollar's church is plopped right down on Old National Highway, a multi-million-dollar church. Now he wants to take $65 million to purchase a private jet that can seat, if I'm correct, somewhere between 12 and 20 people maximum. That's it. So he can go out and continue to spread the gospel of Jesus. That's what he's claiming. So he says he needs this church to go. He needs this. He has a church. He says he needs this jet, this private jet, this G650, a $65 million jet that has a 2 or 3 year waiting list already to get this. He needs this particular plane to fly around the world to go and spread the gospel of Jesus. Well, all I can say to that is that this is one of the reasons why I am no longer a Christian and I had to walk away from the Christian religion. The Christian religion, particularly when I look at my family, my mother, my brothers and sisters, my cousins, uncles and aunts, the Christian religion has done some very serious damage to my immediate family. When I look at our communities in which black people are so into the church and the Christian religion, they have a church on every corner, but our communities are just torn apart and in great disrepair. I live over here in East Atlanta. There's a church literally on every corner, and in the middle of blocks across the street from each other. They have thousands of churches over here. But I've never seen so much poverty and pain and hurt. But these churches are packed every Sunday. What do they do with all this money? When Creflo Dollar was asking for $65 million for a jet, why isn't he using some of that money to build a school? To bring people up out that poverty along Old National Highway? Work, training, or any type of productive stuff to help that community. Well, no, he wants a plane, a private jet. There are thousands of planes that he can buy that cost a lot less than $65 million. Maybe he was dreaming. That's one hell of a dream, though, to ask for 200,000 members or people to donate $300 each so you can buy a $65 million plane. It is just unbelievable. It's just shocking to me. The Christian religion to me is dangerous and false. It has been instilled and brainwashed into African Americans. I was one of the brainwashed few for many years, even though I fought it since high school. I've read enough information on the Christian religion to know that it is false. All religions are false and man-made. Christian, Muslim, Jewish, all of them are fake. None of them are real. They're all fake. Man-made religions. So when you have this many African Americans chasing behind this false mess, dreaming, wishing, praying, hoping, and their communities have not turned around, their incomes have not increased. Only thing they've done is increase the income of these pastors. You have some pastors living very elaborate lifestyles. The Reverend Creflo Dollar, Pastor Creflo Dollar, whatever, this man owns several multi-million-dollar homes here in the Atlanta area. Gaudy looking houses too. Just expensive cars that I've seen him purchase. I've stood in a dealership and watched this man purchase expensive cars, some upwards of $150,000 or more. I've seen him have a fleet of cars, expensive cars, while his members of the church were suffering. A lot of pastor prosperity preachers preach the more you give to the church, the more God will bless you. But he seems to be the only one who's reaping in the blessings because he's reaping in all the cash. And he's reaping in a whole hell of a lot of cash out them poor-ass niggas out there on National Highway. And it's sad. My mother attends that church. I've been to that church. I've seen them in action. Beautiful church, elaborate choir. It's like going to a Broadway production. But the whole intent of that program is to get you to give him money. Period. There is no other reason to go there. The whole reason is to give the Reverend or Pastor Creflo Dollar. I need to find out which one he calls himself. He might just call him Dollar Bill, y'all. But I feel sorry for those people. But back to me, I had to walk away from the Christian religion because I don't believe in it because I've read enough information to know. I've studied the Christian religion enough to know that it is in fact false. So if these members decide to give him that $200,000, the 200,000 members decide to give him $300 each so he can get that $65 million jet, I don't think it's going to hurt anyone but themselves and their $300 that they're giving him, because he's not going to give this money back into. He's made it clear that he's not a community leader, that he's out to spread the gospel of Jesus around the world, and he's going to ignore the poverty and the people, even the poverty of the people in his own church. Do you all know what $65 million could do to help members of the church save their houses from foreclosure, help their kids get into a good college? Just all kinds of stuff that money could be used to help that community that his members attend, just to even help his own members of that church. I think he only has 25 or 30,000 members or something like that. I don't know. But it's a huge church. I just find it odd, strange. But again, all I can say is one of the reasons why I walked away from the Christian religion, because I didn't see these churches, pastors, giving anything back to the community. Sure, there probably are some churches that have great community outreach programs, but these mega churches, the vast majority of churches, you see on every corner, it's just you would think our communities would be much different than what they are. But instead, these communities are suffering. So many people are stuck in poverty. I don't know, the belief in Jesus Christ and that Christian religion, it has had a devastating effect on the black community. And it will never, ever change until African Americans wake up and realize that religion is false. And you will not be getting anything positive from a false experience. So they got to eventually leave that mess where it belongs, in the past. I feel sorry for African Americans black African Americans who still push this false religion down their children's throats. Just like my mother pushed it down my throat. And it's just generation after generation after generation of being forced into believing this Christian religion, and it is false, like all religions are false. Anyway, it's Monday. Time for me to get dressed, go make me $65 million to buy me a private jet. Ain't that something? If you like my videos, please click like, share them with family members and friends. Give me your opinion, what you think about this old infamous jet Reverend Creflo Dollar was trying to buy. I'm out of here. Enjoy your Monday. It's going to be a beautiful, warm week here in Atlanta. And I'm out. Bye.